Well, another day, another scandal, eh? Let's begin. Now, of course, you'd probably think by now, certainly with the rewriting that must have occurred with our new points-based immigration system, at least in some parts, that they would have checked everything was okay by crossing the T's and dotting the I's and eliminating any loopholes. But it seems like they might have missed something. If you could be a rich criminal, that is, if this story is anything to go by.
Oh no, I'm not going to fill in any forms. I think I'll buy myself a loophole, thank you.
The article says that rich foreign investors with possible links to corruption or organised crime were handed golden visas to come into Britain. At least 10 oligarchs, so if I pronounced that right, who used the exclusive Tier 1 investor route to get into the country have been sanctioned by the government over the brutal war in Ukraine. It was revealed yesterday. Successful applicants were able to work and study in the UK for up to 5 years and then make a permanent bid to stay. Ministers, though, admitted that mistakes were made and there were inherent difficulties with the scheme, posing security risks without a clear economic benefit to the nation. MPs have accused the golden visa route of flooding dirty money into the country after 6,000 used it before it was shut down last year. Home Secretary Sarah Braverman said yesterday the review of cases identified a small minority of individuals connected to the Tier 1 investor visa route that were potentially at high risk of having obtained wealth through corruption or other illicit financial activity and/or being engaged in serious or organised crime. Now, of course, I don't know if it's just me, but, rich foreign investors with possible links to corruption or crime being handed golden visas to come into Britain, it seems like it's almost a bit of a tradition or something, doesn't it? And let's not even get started on the fact that these are people who have been sanctioned by the government. I mean, what exactly were they thinking when they approved these visas? Were they just looking the other way because these individuals had money or something? Also, hang on a minute, the so-called mistakes that were made and the inherent difficulties with the scheme, excuse me, but when it comes to national security and the safety of our citizens, there's no such thing as a mistake. Every single application should be thoroughly vetted and checked without exception. And let's of course not forget the fact that this golden visa route was accused of flooding dirty money into the country with over 6,000 people using it before it was shut down last year. It's just beyond unacceptable, isn't it? And it's time for accountability. All checks should be carried out without exception. There is no excuse for this kind of behaviour. It just seems strange, doesn't it? That always seems to be rich people that often manage to get cleared. Cops are investigating and the long-awaited review of the Golden Handshake visa schemes was ordered by then Home Secretary Amber Rudd after the Salisbury poisons in 2018. But ministers were accused of a cover-up after refusing to release the report in full and not coming to the House to answer questions on it. Sweeping something under the rug? No, that can possibly be the case, could it? Although in this video, it looks like the government is making a very strange use of our taxpayers' money, which I'm not happy about. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.